How do I use stems in Traktor Pro 3? If you are curious about how to use stems in Traktor Pro 3, you are in for a treat. Stems can transform your DJing experience, especially in electronic music. So, let's break it down step by step. First, you need to load a stem file onto one of your decks. Stem files are special because they contain separate musical elements. These typically include drums, bass, melody, and vocals. When you load a stem track, the deck automatically switches to stem mode. You will see four waveforms on your screen, each representing one of the stems. Now, here comes the fun part. You can mute or unmute each stem individually. This is done using the dedicated buttons on the deck or your Traktor controller. Imagine you want to drop out the drums for a moment. Just hit the mute button for the drums, and you can create a unique mix on the fly. But that's not all. You can also adjust the volume and apply filter effects to each stem separately. If you are using compatible Traktor controllers, like the Control S to MK3 or S3, you can easily switch to stem control mode. Press the samples button, and the pads will change to control the stems. On the upper row of pads, you can mute or unmute the stems. The lower pads allow you to assign encoders to control volume and filter parameters for each stem. For example, you might want to turn down the bass volume or apply a filter sweep to the synths. This gives you a lot of creative control during your performance. Using stems is especially useful for electronic music DJs. It allows you to remix tracks live by manipulating individual elements. This dynamic control over rhythm, bass lines, melodies, and vocals can really elevate your set. To summarize the workflow in Traktor Pro 3-4 stems, first, load a stem file onto a deck, which switches the deck to stem mode. Next, use your controller buttons or software controls to mute or unmute individual stems. Then, adjust volume and filter effects on each stem independently using assigned encoders or software. Finally, combine these controls to create live remixes, mashups, or dynamic transitions in your electronic music sets. By using stems, you can interact with your tracks in a way that traditional stereo files do not allow. This gives you more creative freedom and makes your performances stand out. So, get ready to experiment and have fun with stems in Traktor Pro 3.